use the network to broadcast.
Non-accredited broadcaster.
Non-accredited.
Yes.
So, very clear po yun. Halimbawa ho, si Congressman Paduano, suddenly, bigla ho naging radio commentator. Nag-block time po siya sa isang radio station. And he starts hitting Congressman Manuel. And saying things that are not true. Sino ang may liability? Si Congressman Paduano o yung network?
In addition to the liability of the block timer himself, the network has also a responsibility or can be held liable.
At least malinaw po na parehang may liability because they should be responsible in whatever they broadcast.
Yes, in fact, the responsibility extends to putting the block timer off the air if they continue to violate KBP ethics.
So, ang halimbawa ho, kasi ito, nagkaroon ho tayo na, kung naalala nyo, nung panahon na meron tayong COVID, marami hong mga lumalabas na mga information tungkol sa COVID eh. In fact, marami rin lumalabas na information na huwag kayong magpabakuna kasi pag nagpabakuna kayo, mamamatay kayo. So, it affected the program of the national government in the vaccination program for all our citizens, no? So, yun, kaya nga napakahalaga talaga na meron tayong regulasyon doon sa mga kasi maraming naggagaling-galingan diyan sa when they speak like a medical doctor even if they're not. When they speak, they speak like a member of the Supreme Court even if they're not lawyers. Some of them speak like, they're more popish than the Pope. Can you believe that? I mean, when they start speaking about certain issues, parang they speak with the authority na wala namang basihan. Kaya napakahalaga ho. Kayo po bilang KBP, ilang taon na po kayong chairman dyan, sir? Attorney?
I'm not the chairperson, Your Honor. I'm the general counsel.
You're the general counsel. And would you agree that there must be some sort of a regulatory policy in the use of the social media platforms in the country?
I agree that there must be some form of self-regulation.
Self-regulation, hindi
yes.
po government regulation.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Of course,
I'm sorry. The success of the KBP and the Ad Standards Council is founded on self-regulation. Membership is voluntary. That is why they voluntarily adhere to the Code of Ethics. There is, if they don't believe in it, they get out.
Okay.
But the point is, since it is self-regulation and voluntary in nature, there is more reason for the members to follow the rules.
Okay, magandang point po yun, no? Because may dalawang schools of thought to. One is that the government must come up with a law regulating or a regulatory policy in the use of social media platforms. Sa inyo naman po, walang gobyerno kundi self-regulatory. Tama, ano? Tama po ba, attorney?
Yes po, pero meron kami mga provisions in our Code of Ethics that are based on law. For example, libel.
Yes.
It's adopted in our Code of Ethics.
That's right, yeah.
So, my legal basis, and as we always try to impress upon the new members, there's a difference between self-regulation and censorship. Self-regulation is self-restraint. Censorship is government restraint.
Okay. Now, does it necessarily follow, attorney, that when the government, say, comes up with a regulatory policy, is that already censorship or stifling of the freedom of expression?
Not necessarily, Your Honor.
Unless it is clear in the law, correct?
Yes, and especially should not constitute prior restraint.
Yes, correct. We perfectly understand that kasi alam naman po natin kung ano po yung mga nakasaad sa ating saligang batas. That's why we're careful, no? If the Congress passes a law that is unconstitutional, people can go to the Supreme Court and question that. Di ba? Kaya naman kaya nga ho kami nangungonsulta, no? Gusto naming marinig mula po sa mga practitioners, sa mga actors kung ano yung mga dapat naming ilagay sa aming committee report kung kami po yung magsusulat na ng aming report tungkol dito sa layunin ng committee ito. And we value the opinions of experts, no, in this in the broadcast and broadcast industry, as well as the opinions of experts. Hihimay-himayin din po namin yan dahil gagawa din po kami ng posibleng batas, no, na magiging produkto nitong ano na ito. Gusto ko lang ipakita, Mr. Chair, just a very short and I'd like to ask the committee secretary to please show on our screen, no. Halimbawa po, itong andito sana nga yung ibang mga vloggers no. Meron po akong can we ask okay, meron pong screenshot ng dalawang Facebook post na nakuhaan ng Philippine Star, no? Bago ito ma-delete noong 2022, kung saan pinost ni Mr. J. Sonsa ang mga lalagyan ng inuming pinadala ni dating Vice President Robredo sa Marawi noong 2017. Ito po, ayan. Try to read what the text says, no? Sabi diyan, ang ganda naman ng lalagyan ng tubig inumin nila, mga pinaglagyan ng pintura, matibay at maraming laman, may lead content pa. Aangat nga kaya ang buhay ng gagamit nito, no? To me, no, I am not an expert, but sa akin, pag nabasa ko yan, ang aking opinion dyan, nagpadala po ng tubig doon sa mga biktima ng Marawi Siege. Dahil isa pong nangangailangan po ang mga tao dyan, no? At imbis na suportahan ay siniraan, no? Ngayon, siyempre, nakabasa niyan, baka hindi na uminom. Sabi, may lead content pala yan, baka lason yan. Diba? Imbis nga, kaya nga ako iinom dahil gusto kong mabuhay. Diba? Yun ang gusto nating ipakita, no? Kasi gusto ko sanang tanungin sa kanya, kung bago niya pinost ito, nagkaroon ba siya ng considerations, gaya halimbawa nung posibleng concern o takot na maaaring madulot nitong post na ito sa mga citizens o yung mga tatanggap niyan tubig na yan na pinamigay nila, no? O pagkatapos mong ma-post ito, a few days later on, nag-release po ng official statement ang donors na itong mga tubig na to ay may food grade, no? Safe for use at walang toxic materials ang mga lalagyan o water filtration buckets na dinonate nila sa Angat Buhay para sa Marawi matapos itong pinadala doon. Ngayon, nung lumabas po na food grade ito, dinelete ho agad yung post. Diba? Ano yung punto kong gustong sabihin? Ang punto ko dito, dinelete mo dahil bakit? Dahil nakita mo na food grade pala yan, mali pala yung sinabi ko may lead content. Bakit hindi ka nag-post na mga kababayan, nagkamali ako, sinabi ko may lead content yan, yung pala ay food grade yan. No, this is the type of responsibility that we want to demand to these kinds of vloggers, no, or those content creators na sinasabi natin. Now, another post. Can you please show the next slide? Oh, ayan, kagaya niya, halimbawa, eto, may pagka, di ba? Tingnan mo yung sinabi niya, no? Imbis na yung mga target ng DepEd ang lumaki, PUDAY yung lumaki. Di ba? Di ba? Hindi ba, ito ba itama? Di ba? So, ito yung mga sinasabi natin, no? For those who are responsible for all this, meron ba kayong ginawa after nyong nilabas ito at sinabi nyo na napatunayan na kayo ay nagpapakalat ng fake news. Wala naman kayong ginawa eh. Hindi ba? Yung next, pakipakita yung next. Ayan, basahin nyo. Kung nakikita nyo yung nasa ibabaw, ano yung nakasulat? Medyo may bastos eh. Pwede bang i-enlarge yan? Pakiano lang, para lang nakikita natin. Pwede bang palakihin yan? Yung post na yan ay galing daw kay Mr. C, no? Mr. C, no? Baka si Xi Jinping ito eh. Ano yung sinasabi? Basahin nyo kung ano yung sinasabi. I leave that to your imagination, ladies and gentlemen, no? So, ang tanong, no? Meron kayong pinost na ganito, no? January 17 lang pala to, bago, kung saan pinapatamaan nila si Senator De Lima na naging sangkot sa issue ng pakikipagrelasyon, no? Sa kanyang driver daw noon, no? Bakit kaya niya binring up ito? When he could have just posted the picture without the caption. Diba? Because malisyoso yung kanyang intention. Hindi po ba? Diba? Sa ating mga vloggers nandito ngayon, ano sa tingin nyo? Diba? Oh. Next, pakidala nyo dun sa next. Yung isa pa. Ayan. NEDA, PSA technocrats, the last bastion of truth, decency, and self-respect have been bought and compromised. Kung papayagan natin yung mga ganito, it may create confusion among our people. Di ba lahat po tayo may access sa social media eh. Yung high school, elementary students, meron ng access yan sa social media. Kung nakakabasa sila ng ganito, di ba? Ito lang ho ay ibang example na gusto naming ipakita. And marami pa sana kaming ipapakita kung nag-attend yung ibang nag-a-attend na inimbitahan namin. Kasi we wanted to ask them. Di ba? What motivated you to post this? Di ba? Example, di ba? Yung mga ganong klaseng post. Bakit nyo nilabas ito? May ibig ba kayong sabihin? Meron ba kayong gustong iparating? Meron ba kayong gustong gawin? Is this suppression of the freedom of expression? Just because we wanted to ask? And because we want to craft a policy so that this social media platforms will not be abused by some people? Sabagay, ganun talaga eh. Pagka, sa isang basket ng itlog, merong bulok eh. Diba? Ilan lang naman yung mga bugok na yan, no? Unfortunately, may iba dyan na may pinag-aralan naman sana. Hindi ko maintindihan, ba't ganun eh? Yun lang vulgar, using profanities and vulgar words. This reflects on their personality. And sad to say, this also reflects on how they were raised by their families, by their parents. Kakaya naman sa mga magulang nyo. Meron dyan, yung laos na. No? Nagpapasikat pa. Siguro gustong kumita eh. Laos na nga eh. Ito, next post please. Yan. Tingnan nyo to. PBBM at Speaker Romualdez pinagkakatiwalaan na maraming Pinoy. Meron pong survey dyan. Meron pong nilabas na ganyang ano. Pero tingnan nyo yung caption sa ibabaw. Hindi po yan news. Hanap buhay po yan ng bayarang mga mamamahayag. Kayo ba mga journalist, papayag kayo? Na ginaganyan kayo nitong pseudo-journalist? I'm sure kayo mismo, because you love your profession, you worked hard to become journalist, pinag-aralan niyo yan, and yet somebody who is not even a journalist will say these things sa industriya ninyo. Nakakalungkot na meron tayong mga ganito eh. Hindi nga natin malaman kung ito ba ay motivation ba nito because gusto ng engagement, gustong maraming likes, shares, and ano ba yun, views para ma-monetize? Or, I don't know, somebody may, perhaps is paying them. We don't know. Oh, ito. Next, please. Ayan, basahin nyo. COMELEC is aiding corrupt politicians to remain in power. Pumayag sa ayuda distribution na kimiting kay BBM at Lisa na may mga endorsong kandidato. Parang alam na alam niya eh. Diba? Parang alam na alam niya eh. When she tells a story, it's as if she has personal knowledge of this. Hindi ba dapat we should call their attention dahil dito? Hindi mo natin sila pinipigilan. Kung ayaw nyo sa politiko, wala namang problema. 24 hours kayo magsalita dyan. Wala, hanggang mapagod kayo, hanggang magsawa kayo. Ano ba? Pwede nyong gawin yun. Walang problema dyan eh. Pero wag mo akong mumurahin. Gusto mo akong murahin, sabihin mo sa akin harapan, wag dyan sa social media. Dahil ako ika nga, sabi ni Congressman Paduano, ako ay may pinag-aralan. Ayaw kong nilalabas yung ganyan sa social media. Hindi ba? So, again, Mr. Chair, I just wanted for this discussion to be, so to speak, realistic. Meron lang po tayong pinakitang mga ganito, no? And there are a lot of these kinds of posts that we feel are baseless and unfounded. And only meant to defame, discredit, and destroy the person. Ayun ang gusto nating i-check. No? O ngayon, ang tanong, yan ba ay suppression of freedom of expression? Just because we want to check this? No. Yun ang masakit. Di ba? Oh. I am sure after this hearing, left and right na yan, bantayan nyo. Sigurado ako, hindi ako nagkakamali. Oh. Yun na nga titira sila sa social media. Buti pa kayo nandirito. Dito, humarap kayo eh. Di ba? Humarap kayo. Kayo magpapatunay na kami dito ay wala hong intensyon para kayo'y sinasabi nila. Ano yung sinabi ni Congressman Paduano? I-detain daw sila. O i-contempt daw sila. So, Mr. Chairman, sorry for taking so much of the time. I just wanted to be realistic in these efforts to really correct, no? And maybe come up with a regulatory policy in the use of our social media platforms in the country. Just like what other countries are doing. Because they've done that, these are best practices, ba't hindi natin gayahin? O gumawa tayo ng angkop sa ating kultura, angkop sa ating buhay bilang Pilipino. Salamat po, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Chairman,
Yes, the Honorable Paduano is
that's for
recognized.
committee's and chairman consideration, Mr. Chairman. A while ago, I moved that we issue a subpoena to Miss Batalya, and the COMSEC give me the medical certificate issued to her by by Dr. Mark Lester, C, internal medicine. Anyway, Mr. Chairman, with this medical certificate that have to be confirmed, I respectfully move, Mr. Chairman, that the subpoena issued to Ms. Batalya will be held in abeyance until such time that we can really check and confirm the medical condition of Ms. Batalya. So move, Mr. Chairman. And with that, Mr. Chairman, in relation to that, may I respectfully move that we direct COMSEC to check on this the veracity of this medical certificate that was sent to us. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Any objection to the motion of the Honorable Paduano to verify the veracity of the medical certificate issued to Ms. Batalya? Hearing none, the motion is carried. COMSEC, please take note. Any member who would wish to interpolate? Wala na?
Mr. Chairman, if I
Yes,
may,
Madam Tikia.
please consider also legislation on laws targeting disinformation, electoral interference, and foreign information manipulation and interference. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Tikia.
Mr. Chairman, if I just a few minutes, I just got this text, no? Ito maganda kasi this, I don't know who a certain Mr. Mark Anthony Lopez, no, posted. Sabi niya, aside from Duke Frasco, Congressman Duke Frasco is our deputy speaker, Ace Barbers is also one of the most stupid congressman ever. Fact yan, sabi niya. Oh. Eh, bakla ka pala eh. Oh. Di ba? Fact din yan. Di ba? Oh. Ngayon, stupid ka din. No, sorry, no, but I'm just stating a fact. I'm just stating a fact, Mr. Chair, no? Eh, sa tingin ko, that's the way they do things, eh. Diba? That's the way they do things. Eh. Then, it's not, I'm just stating this for the record that I just received this picture. Thank you, Mr. Chair.